Hi friends, welcome back to my channel where we're gonna finish my empties. And I am pink cheeked because I just checked, it's like 6:30 at night and it's still 106 outside. So I'm also just wearing a tiny tank top because it's hot, it's really hot. So this time I mostly just have skincare and makeup stuff. So, do have lashes, and these were the Glamnetic magnetic ones, and as you can see in here, they just kind of started falling apart off of the little edge, like they got real brittle. But I did wear them, I don't know, 5 times or something, so I still thought that was pretty good. And I liked the Classy, which was kind of like the smallest ones. Sometimes some of them I feel like they had like Sassy and I don't know, something else that had an SSY, but they're very big. And I don't know, I think I have a little face sometimes. The great big ones just cover up eye makeup look that I do instead of make it look better. Then I had one of these Yensa Pumpkin and Turmeric 2-in-1 Radiance Polishing Masks that were going around BoxyCharm and Ipsy like a year or 2 ago, and I'd gotten several of them because I really liked them, and this is my last one of those. And I have something very close to it that I'm using right now from a different company that I also like. I liked them both is what I'm saying, so I would just be like if I could find them cheap enough, because I'm not gonna pay full price. It's just not what I do. This again, BoxyCharm or Ipsy, because that's where I get a lot of skincare stuff. It was a Universal C Skin Refiner. I liked the way it felt because it kind of left like a silky feel, but I would only wear it on days that I wasn't going to put on any makeup because it did not work well under makeup. It definitely made things kind of pill up underneath it. So yeah, I don't know how this is pronounced either, like Nuria, I don't know, but it was lovely also. It was a hydrator. I think it was from the Goldie Boxed though. So a lot of times her skincare isn't like crazy expensive. And I did like it a lot. So I would definitely put this on when I run out of any of my other hyaluronic acids that I have already in stock, this would be one that I would repurchase because it felt lovely. And it didn't pill up and things under makeup. It could layer good. I liked it. Felt good. This Clarity is another hyaluronic serum. I think that I feel like all of these, here, I should start by saying this one also, it felt good and it didn't pill. It was fine to do layering things. Have nothing bad to say about it. I feel like all of these help me not feel as dry, but also not as oily. Sometimes lotions can just make it feel heavier to me. So like where I might use a heavier lotion moisturizer at nighttime, I don't really want to do that in the daytime. So the serums make it feel like they hydrate me enough. I don't need a heavier moisturizer, but they don't feel like they weigh my skin down. I think that's why I like adding these little hyaluronics to my routine. These Truly Gone patches, I used them up all 72 apparently. I'm sure I probably gave a few to, my daughter, but these are not nearly as good as the other kind, like the kind that are like white and black and red. You know which ones I mean? Mighty Patch, I think. They just weren't as sticky, I guess. So I would put it on something and then it would just kind of lift away almost, like it needs to make it work, needs to kind of make that seal and stay there. But sometimes these wouldn't. They didn't want to stay. Then I have some face masks that I used. This Ahave, that was a peel-off mask. It felt a lot like the Glamnetics ones that, are kind of nice and I like. So that was fun. It was applied kind of like a clay, and then it dried and you ripped it off. Then these are just some sheet masks that they all feel nice, but I don't really ever feel like I see much of a difference. It's just something I feel like is nice to do. This is a sample of a CoverGirl color correcting Serum Moisture Primer. It's a totally lovely little sample. I'm not gonna like rush out to get it, but if I had another sample, I would use it because, yeah, it was fine. Another vitamin C booster, because again, these things are probably since like March. I haven't done my empties video, so that's why I've got like 2 hyaluronics and 2 vitamin C's. But this was a Clean Skin Club, and felt fine. In fact, I kind of liked it, but it once again isn't going to be something I'm going to search out because they just cost too much, I think, and I can't see that they've done anything different than any other one that I'm using. And if I'm running out of vitamin C products and want one, kind of like the hyaluronic, I'll just start subscribing again to like an Ipsy and then get them where I'm paying more like $6 or $7 per item instead of whatever, however much this would have been, even if it was 20, 30, 40, 50. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to get Ipsy when I run out. Because why wouldn't you? Here's a Tony eyelash glue also that I'm not getting to this anymore. It was also just like, it was from the Dollar Tree, and I maybe did use it once and then it was dried up the next time I went to use it. Or it's possible that I didn't even use it once and it was just dried up the first time that I went to use it. So it's not worth the $1.25 if you can't even use it, or just use it once. This is a Glamnetic eyelash glue that also is just dried up and done for. I wear fake lashes more often, I think, in the summer when I'm going to festivals because I think it's more fun. So that's why I went through so many of those. Then I have a couple of chapsticks, just like this Blistics kind of normal one and this Blistics Herbal Answer one. I feel like I haven't bought new Blistexes for 2 or 3 years, but I also am somebody that just has a crap ton of chapsticks all around at all times because I use them a lot. But I do feel like I kind of want to get away from going with these kind and use like ones that might be better ingredients, but I still have to use up all the other ones that I have. And they just seem to be something that I pick up around for like free even at, I don't know, different booths and festivals. They're always handing out chopsticks and then I always use them. All right, here was a diamond lip plumper. This might have come in like the Walmart beauty box or something. And I liked it, but it didn't last long. Like it was not a very big sample because I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I got it and just used that right up. I absolutely loved this Tanis eyeliner. Very sharp, pointy, long felt tip. But apparently I left the lid off of it in my travel bag and it dried right up. And yeah, sad about that. So I would definitely repurchase this again and make sure that I put the lid on it better. I went to use this black Broadway gel strong nail polish and it was very like dried out and yucky. So yeah, I don't know how long I've had it. And then I've got 2 lipsticks that I just decided I was getting rid of just to kind of lower my stock. This was, I don't know, LA Colors Matte Red. I think that I had this just from when like my little girls were in dance class and had to like actually have this color because it's extremely red and I don't look good in this color or wear it. So there's really no reason for me to keep it around. It would be, the only reason I possibly would have been even this long is because I'm a hoarder. I don't like to throw things away. And maybe like Halloween or something. And then this is an old lipstick from OPI, which is like a nail polish brand. This is the color, and this is a color that I used to wear like all the time. Just kind of a nude-ish color, but it stinks like old lipstick, and it feels like old lipstick, and I guess I just decided I was better than this. I shouldn't be using something that's probably 20 years old. I would say at least 20 years old. The color was New England Nutmeg. And yeah, I feel like the reason that it's a nice pinkish brown nude is because it was literally bought in the 90s when I was wearing pinkish brown nudes. My favorite OPI color was Innsbruck Bronze. Probably if that had been that color, even though it was 20 years old, I may have just kept it. And this, because also I have too much makeup to keep crappy makeup around. And I think, look, I think it was from like Claire's or something that was like my little girls is like when you first got makeup for them. And, you know, so if they're like 22 and 23, and I would have got it for them when they were like, you know, 6 or 8 or 10, I probably just don't need this. Because I think that I kept it around thinking, oh, look, I could wear these colors when I wanted some fun colors. But this was back before I had decent, good makeup that also had fun colors. Because, as I probably mentioned in other videos, until like 3.5 years ago, I only wore nude, peachy pink, and soft peachy brown. And that was all. And I'm not even talking about like 8 different palettes that had those colors in it. I had like 1 palette at a time. So, yeah, I probably thought as my children had outgrew that, oh, I'll just take that in case I want it for something fun. I don't need to do that anymore. And then one thing that I finished just in the last couple days since I shot my other video was another essential oil. This one was called Happy, and it has a tangerine or an orange on it, and it was from Unplugged. And I think that this also came in some kind of little kit. And yeah, this brand also, it's okay because I like citrus orange scents, but it's not, it just wasn't as good as like the plant therapy brands or some of the nicer brand of essential oils. And I kind of feel like I just need to stop wasting good money on bad essential oils. Like if they're bad, even a couple of dollars isn't worth it, you know? Just go ahead and spend more money on something that actually works. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I personally think this part of my product reviews is probably how I should do them from now on, just because when they're fresher in your mind and you're using them, I think the review is better. Where I just keep the box around and tell you about it while I'm using it. So, this came in like the Walmart beauty box, and I do use like little sleep-in hats, I think I've mentioned. But honestly, this thing is so tight, it's not very comfortable for me. And I've got like a little pin head. Like, I don't know what people with really big heads are doing with it, because if I tuck this all up, which is always a great look on me, let me tell you, doing it like this is not comfortable. Like, so I do like the ones that have like a drawstring instead, because then I end up kind of trying sometimes to just pull it over my eyes, or, you know, wear it back further. But again, a biggest part of me wearing one is keep my cat from eating my hair. And if I pull it back, she's going to be able to eat some of it. So, yeah, I think unless, and this is the size extra large, but yeah, unless you have a really tiny pin head or it's for a child, I don't see how people are using that very good. Now I'm going to take a moment to talk about City Beauty, which is like the people who have like the City Lips lip gloss that was just always showing up in my Instagram feed and my Facebook feed. But their lip glosses are like $35, but they will have sales on it where it's like 40% off a few times a year. So I finally decided to try a couple. And it totally is terrible because I loved it. And I really didn't want to because of how cheap I am. Because I want to pay like $4 for lip gloss. And even at 40% off, if these are like $30 or $35 or whatever they are normally, that's still more than I want to spend. But I loved them. Like, it was like, it just felt so luxurious and hydrating and lovely on my lips. I got two of them. I got one in clear, and one of them I think was like New York. I don't know if there's even enough left here to put some on for you, because it could almost go in my empties already. Only I like it so much, I really don't want it to be empty. But it pretty much is. So I guess if I have to say something bad about it, it is like, I'd like to get all the way down into that very, very, very bottom to get more of it. I guess I have one of those one pokey things. Yeah, I freaking really liked this. And for me, it's too expensive just to buy and be the only kind of glass I ever buy for the rest of my life again. But I almost like it enough that that's what I'd like to do. And then, because I guess when you buy something from them, then you're on kind of a email list, and then every now and then they'll come out with kind of a newer product or something that they're having a special on. And twice now I've read the little article and it sounds so good, I think, yeah, okay, I'm going to try that. And again, they're kind of expensive, but usually when you get this email, they're having some kind of sale on it. So I got this thing called Uplift Firming Serum. And then what I will say about if you get one of these, just tell them you want the one, because then they always, before you can check out, then they'll ask you like, are you sure you don't want another one? How about if we give it to you like at, 30% off? Or how about we give it to you for 50% off? I don't know. They always throw out like another deal. So both times I've said no, either once or twice, and then the deal got better. So I ended up getting two of these. And again, I really like it. Like I feel like it feels really nice on my skin, and I really feel like it actually did look firmer and more uplifted. So yeah, again, that sucks because it's expensive and I don't want to find new things that I like that work really well that are expensive, but it's happened. And then the other one that I've got from them through one of those email things, it's called Line Blurring Wrinkle Filler. And this one was also so expensive that I'm using it very sparingly. I only use this if I'm going out in public, first of all. And then I use it on just like individual little wrinkle areas, because I don't know, the way it read was basically something like they've taken really great serums and peptides, but then put them in with like diamonds that reflect the light just for like the instant, that you're using it, which makes it look then that much better. So like I'll take and put it on like, this deeper wrinkle here or over these and use it that way. But yeah, I got two of them and I really like them. This Glow Recipe with the niacinamide dewdrops with the watermelon glow. Really been liking this too. It came in that Allure, and I like to use this almost like a primer before I do my makeup, or on days that I don't wear makeup as kind of my last step, just to run around through the day. This Grown Alchemist Detox Night Cream is what I'm using at nighttime, and sometimes I am smart and try to write the retail price on it because it was $125. Definitely never spend that much money on it, but I like the way it feels as a night cream. But I don't really like the packaging. It's in one of those tin aluminum-ish type things that then like I'm rolling down, and that's not my favorite kind of application. I'd like a pump. And yeah, I would never spend $125 for it. But I'm also using right now this Sunday Riley B3 Niacinamide Serum. It's a really expensive product, but I got it in my Allure box. So I was paying, if this is, let's just say it's $80. I don't remember how much it was. But I got it for $17 plus like 5 other products in Allure, which has been well worth the money recently. And yeah, I'm not going to buy it again after it's gone, but I'm enjoying using it right now. More, I guess, though, because I just really like the way it feels, not that I think that, I'm not sure that I'll see any long-term effects. Oh, here's the other box for the Other City lip. plumping lip gloss, and it was Nude York was the color that I got and liked. This little chapstick lip gloss, lip balm, lip restoration that I'm using right now, and I really do like it. I don't always like the ones that come in the little pot, but it feels lovely. It feels kind of like silk, and it is nice to put on at night, I guess. And last, I just opened up a new mascara. It's this Complex Culture one in black, and right now it's definitely not my favorite, but I just don't think it does a lot for them, although I have literally just opened it up in the last like 5 days and only used it twice because I've only put on makeup in the last 5 days like twice. And sometimes I think mascaras get better after like a week or two and they've been exposed and thicken up a little bit, because right now it's like I put it on but it's not thick enough to make my lashes look any thicker, and that's what I guess I like. Just, you know, colors them black. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about the products that I'm using right now. So yeah, I don't know. I think I do better. I think I'm just going to switch to that instead of keeping the bottles around for 4 or 5 months after I use them up, because sometimes I feel like I just can't tell you as much information as I can when I'm actually right in the process of using them. Alright, that's all. Thanks for sticking around till the end, and thanks for stopping by my channel, and I'll see you in another video later. Bye.